He was off to a good start, but it's found it a little bit more difficult of late.
Lakers start with it in the final 12 and had a good third quarter defensively, holding Sacramento to just 16 points. Andrew Bynum, soft touch. Lakers with their biggest lead of the game. They're up by 8, 73-65. And congratulations to Joe Torre of the Los Angeles Dodgers for the win tonight in Game 3 of the LCS. So I said we're thinking blue, and we definitely are. Nice win. That's a walk. It'll go the other way.
You know, that last trip down where Andrew Bynum scored, Kobe Carl with a nice bounce pass to a open Andrew Bynum. That was a nice play by Kobe. He was under control, and he was taking his time. And I think a lot of Kobe Carl's problems are he rushes so much. I mean, everything he does is at a real high speed, and you just have to relax and play the game.
Josh Powell again decisive when he turns and squares up.
I mean, he's showing that he's got the 15, 17-foot jumper. But not that we didn't know that. He showed that last year.
He's 4 of 5. He's got 8 points. Bobby Brown off the heel and keeps it down. So Bobby Brown, a 24-year-old out of Westchester High School, and an all-Big West guy out of Cal High School, and an all-Big West guy out of Cal State Fullerton, with a contract with the Sacramento Kings, and well-deserved. Radmanovic spacing, Farmar found him, and right back at him. Fresh shot clock.
Well, they say box out the shooter.
It'll be last touch by Jordan Farmar. That pass was just a little slow.
Stayed up in the air a little too long, huh?
Yeah.
But not only that, once you could see that the defender was rushing to get it and going to be going out of bounds himself, that's when you got to back away so that you've got time to react. Just going to try to throw it off your body or your legs. Give yourself as much space as possible.
The Lakers by 8, 75-67. Sheldon Williams in for the first time. This guy was taken 5th overall 3 years ago. And they called the foul on Radmanovic. He came over. He was in his 3rd year from Duke.
Fouls number 2.
5th overall. By the Atlanta Hawks.
Brad was a little off balance when he came over for the double team, and his momentum just carried him into Sheldon Williams and picked up the foul.
It seems like in the preseason when Vladimir has made mistakes, it's been at the defensive end of the floor. Things like that, where he picks up fouls in unusual positions. No back door. Jordan Farmar took that away. Williams blocked away. Andrew Bynum, his 2nd block of the game. He stayed at home. Farmar with the 3. And Radmanovic kept it away from Hawes. Hawes. Quick hands. Looked like it was going to drop his shin. On the trail, Bobby Brown out of bounds to the Lakers. Kobe Carl didn't quit.
Wow, and that's just a misfire by the Kings in transition. They had 4-on-1, 4-on-2, and they end up with absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the Lakers give it right back on that long pass as Powell knew he wasn't going to get it. He tried to direct it to Andrew Bynum. So the turnover is dropping up for both sides. 19 for the Lakers, 19 for Sacramento.
I wonder how long it'll be before the officials tell Andrew to put his tuck his shirt in.
Brown had it spin out. And Bynum and Powell. I like the combination. Boy, they went for it. They were hungry.
Well, Sheldon Williams isn't a high flyer. He utilizes his body effectively, but they challenged the shot and really put him in a bad position.
Kobe Carl coming up short. Man, off of Josh Powell. Sheldon Williams, former Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC, and that's why a lot of people were surprised when he was taken that high. 5th overall by the Atlanta Hawks. But there have been some surprises from that organization in recent years in the draft. Spencer Hawes, good offensive game.
Spencer Hawes.
That he can do. he can shoot.
7-1-2-45, and the Lakers don't turn it over as Powell saves it. Alert play. Off the Kings. Throws it off the shin of Garcia with 17 on the shot clock, and that's what the Lakers will have to work with when they come back. But a ragged start.
Those are the kind of plays that Josh Powell are going to make. He's going to make those plays and endear himself with the coaching staff. The hustle plays. 8:58 left. Lakers on top.
6-point lead for the Lakers. It'll happen when they put it back into play with about 9 left in the 4th. We're in Vegas. Our CarMax text question. Well, this is game number 3. There's 5 more to make a decision for the Lakers coaching staff. And who should start at the small forward spot? Trevor Ariza, Lamar Odom, Vladimir Radmanovic to win Just text on your cell, 86212. That's 86212. We head over to John Ireland. John?
Thank you, Joel, and I'm here with the Lakers owner Jerry Buss and son Jim, the vice president. Jerry, this Las Vegas crowd has always been great to the Lakers, haven't they? It's almost like a home game here.
I think we've been here something like 14, 15 years in a row. And, you know, we always call it our home away from home.
This has been the best the Lakers have looked in preseason. They stumbled a couple of times early. What do you think about tonight?
Well, they're beginning to gel. We expect them to be slow. You know, we don't want to rush things along. Want to give everybody a chance. So it'll take a while, but I think they look very good.
Jim, how about you? What do you think about tonight?
I just like he's mixing up the lineups, and you can see that they're starting to get comfortable playing with each other, the different lineups. But he's still a lot of different changes, which I enjoy. That's what's fun about preseason.
Well, thanks for your time, guys. And Joel and Stu, I should add, a very warm welcome extended every year by the Mirage to the Lakers, and Laura Skolnick and her staff doing a great job of moving the Lakers here for the weekend. They always make sure we have a great time. Back to you.
All right, and we do thank Scott Sibelis and everybody at the Mirage. A 75-69 lead for the Lakers. Let's see if Andrew Bynum can go to work. Short shot clock, though. Instead, Jordan Farmar. And Radmanovich. That's been his game tonight. He has been very active. He has hit the boards.
And that's what you like to see. I mean, just because you didn't take the shot, that doesn't mean you can't do something.
He's got 9, and that's his 6th rebound of the game. Coming to the offensive end of the floor. That's his 3rd offensive board. Andrew Bynum had it tapped away by Sheldon Williams. Josh Powell challenging, but Dante Green with a second chance opportunity. The Kings get one of their own. Inside of 8 left in a 6-point ball game. Farmar, beautiful bounce, and Bynum will shoot 2. How about that bounce?
That's nice. And then that's the pass that just everybody should try that pass in that situation. Not the straight pass, because players can easily put their hands out and deflect it, especially the bigs. They don't want to bend over to get to the bounce pass to deflect it. Andrew receives it, tries to attack, and gets fouled.
And quite a collar by Hawes. As Bynum short brought the rim into the equation. So Andrew Bynum, 22 minutes. Good activity tonight for Andrew. That's his first trip to the free throw line, believe it or not, though. 8 points, 5 boards, a couple of block shots. And let's see, am I taking away 1 from Andrew? Because I know he's got at least 2, officially 3 blocks for Andrew.
Well, C.J. Giles makes his first appearance of the night, coming in for Josh Powell, and looks like DJ Benga is going to be making his first appearance this evening on the next dead ball for Andrew Bynum.
7-point Laker lead. Manrod Monovich trying to get it away before it got to Jason Thompson, who's out there with Hawes and Sheldon Williams, Dante Green. Very young group on the floor now for the Sacramento Kings as well, and Bobby Brown. C.J. Giles, we like the way he was so assertive when he got the ball. And he was on the blocker, a little pinch post position. He turned around and he faced up well from 12, 14 feet. And Joe Crawford, 2nd round pick of the Lakers, is back into the game. The young man out of Kentucky. With Benga's first activity of the night. Thompson was asking for it. They've got a fresh shot clock.
Benga. Now is when you don't want to foul.
Deep into the clock, it's Thompson. A good challenge by Benga to make it very flat on the shot. Farmar in transition, no look, and off the fingertips of C.J. Giles. Big guy was running the floor well. So the Lakers with 20 turnovers. But there's plenty of positives tonight. How about 42 boards to 37 for Sacramento? And also the assist total. As they had 13 assists at the break on the first 17 makes. Dante Green. He's not bashful, is he? He had 40-plus in a summer league game. In fact, his first summer league game as a member of the Houston Rockets squad. Joe Crawford showing his range. A long distance. 81-71 first double-figure lead.
And Joe Crawford took his time on that possession, and he caught it. He realized he was open, and he just got the seams the way he wanted it and knocked down the jumper and forced Reggie Theus and the Sacramento Kings to call a timeout. There's still a lifetime left in this 3rd preseason game for the Lakers. 6 minutes and 39 left, and the Lakers up by 9.
Lakers basketball brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers. See what's new at SC4Dealers.com. And by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Getting ready for the final 6:39 in Las Vegas. Preseason continues for the Lakers. FC Barcelona coming up Saturday at Staples Center. That's on FSS West. If you can't be out at Staples Center, FS West again on Sunday night. Either the Clippers or Raptors. Lakers are going to play definitely both games at 7:30. And the Bobcats on KCAL 9 once again on October 21st. Now, FC Barcelona. Is it like the end of a soccer match when you face FC Barcelona? You take off the jerseys and exchange them with your opponent?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Nope,
If you do that, then the announcers have to do it as well.
Oh, brother. 9-point ball game. God, that'd be ugly. 80-71. What an ugly
Foul
sight.
number
80-71.
20,
Lakers
CJ
by
Giles.
9.
That's his first personal. Second team foul.
Okay, we won't make you take your shirt off. Let's just tell you to take your jacket off then.
It's a deal.
Exchange your jacket.
Lakers have Farmar out there, along with Joe Crawford, Vladimir Radmanovic, C.J. Giles. And up at the top, they go to Thompson. Foul coming on Benga.
No basket.
That was a nice high-low by Hawes and Thompson.
Foul number 28, DJ Linga. First personal.
So Andrew Bynum,
Third team
the ice
foul.
is there. He's done.
And when you see him iced up like that, you know there's no returning generally.
9-5 with 3 blocks. By far the most impressive game of the preseason for Andrew Bynum.
And that ice is just preventive stuff. I mean, sometimes a player needs it and has to have it. And most times, those players will come out and ice up as a preventive measure.
Giles jumped out there before went right back to the shooter. That's a Cardinal sin if it goes all the way back to him.
And he gets it. As long as he doesn't get it, you're all right.
Coaches will kill you on that. They're halfway through the fourth. Farmar got a beat on Bobby Brown. And beat big before he could get there. He got it on the glass up against Spencer Hawes.
Well, the hardest thing for the young kids coming into the NBA is that end of the floor, the defensive end. You realize that, wow, guys are a lot quicker and stronger and better than I thought they were.
Hawes couldn't get to it. But it's interesting that Bobby Brown was going to give it to him that far away from the basket to begin with, 30 feet plus. So their execution, it didn't take long. They communicated right away when they got together last year.
And it didn't even have to be verbal communications. They just communicated on the court so effectively.
Benga. So Josh Powell can do it out here, and Andrew Bynum, so can I. 84-72, Lakers by a dozen.
Benga wants to get into that power forward mix. Clog it up even more, DJ.
Green trying to lose a smaller man. Little step through, and Dante Green. He can definitely score. Rookie out of Syracuse, 6'10", 225, 28th overall selection. Here's the interesting part of it. He was taken with the pick the Lakers game to the Memphis Grizzlies with Pau Gasol. C.J. Giles off balance trying to get that up. So he was taken by Memphis, then dealt to Houston, and came in the Ron Artest deal to the Sacramento Kings. That's how he got there, and it all started with Pau Gasol.
Well, we
trade.
got less than 5 minutes left here. I hope these coaches have somewhere to go.
Well.
Lakers.
Served all day.
Less than 5 to play. Lakers that far away from the first preseason win. Now, if you were alarmed for some reason about what the Lakers were doing during the preseason, don't forget when the Lakers won all those titles, 3 in a row, they didn't have a winning record in any of those 3 preseasons. 2000, 3-5. 2001, 3-5. 2002, 4-4. So it's not panic mode, and especially for the staff, they know.
Last time I checked, as you know, they didn't count those records in the regular season.
It just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. Sure, you would like to win every game you play, whether it's preseason, a scrimmage game in practice. As a competitor, you want to win, but it doesn't go into the win column until game 1 of the marathon season.
Jason Thompson, good-looking stroke, 84-75. It'll be interesting to see how they work him into the rotation. He Giles. He is going to be a part of their future. I don't think there's any doubt about that. He's got a couple of free throws that go down. 84-76. He's out guarding Kobe Carl. Very athletic big guy at 6'10", almost 6'11". Giles and Hawes with the shove. A little bit of foul on Spencer Hawes. C.J. Giles going to the free throw line.
Fourth personal.
Nope.
Second team foul.
It is actually.
Their second team.
No, it's their third.
Is it their third?
Yeah, third. I thought it would be their fifth. Wishful thinking.
Yeah. You don't want that.
Well, it'll
Stop the clock even more.
It's going to happen whether you or I like it. Crawford, shot clock all the way down, and he's out of bounds and walking anyway. Trapped with the bigs underneath. And it goes back to Sacramento. So Giles out there with Benga. Crawford. Brandon Heath has checked in since the last time out. And Kobe Carl. Spencer Hawes. Second chance opportunity for Sheldon Williams with the left hand. Phil Jackson looking over to Eli
Number
Rowe.
28, DJ Binga.
So Benga with the foul.
Second personal. Fifth
Talked
team
about
foul.
Sheldon earlier, the fact that he's not a high fly guy, but
Sheldon
he really knows how to
Williams,
use that body of his, especially the backside. And, created a situation there where he made sure that the taller, higher jumpers couldn't get to the shot by jumping into their body.
He's got a big league frame. There's no question about that at 6'9", 250.
He's actually looked like he's in better condition this preseason than he was last year. And that's good to see, because I like the fact that players take care of themselves a little bit better.
Makes both. So their last four coming to the free throw line. Thompson and Williams. 84-78. A little bit of a dry spell for the Lakers. Now Kobe Carl against the larger Sheldon Williams. Nice little ball away. Had the space. 86-78 as Kobe Carl gets his first basket on his sixth try.
I'm sure Phil Jackson wants this unit to be able to hold on and secure this victory, but there's still 3.5 to play, and only a
Fouls on number 0, Brandon
8-point lead here.
Second
And the Lakers out of
personal.
fouls, so free throws arrested away for the Sacramento Kings. Kings still with one foul to give.
Bobby Brown, 1+1.
And that was Brandon Heath impeding the progress of Bobby Brown.
And one of the things that the staff will really try to impress upon their team, especially their young players, is, we've got to learn to play defense without foul, without those types of fouls where a guy's just cutting through and you're holding on to him. You got to play a smarter, cleaner game.
Kings 16 for 19 at the stripe with a miss. Lakers 19 of 23. So 3+ left. Heath over Brown. That's what he did so well. All-time leading scorer in San Diego State history. Plus the Lakers up by 9.
They have him playing point guard here. And my thought is he's not a point guard. He's more of a scoring guard. And that's a big transition for a player.
Thompson showing his range. It's a long two. Foot of the line. 88. 82. And it should be 88-81, and it is. So taking a point off the board because it was only a deuce. Giles wants a post-up game against Spencer Hawes.
Carried it.
Right
the last time down, I thought he was going to get called for carrying it. When he was dribbling out in front, he gets his hands under it and to the side and keeps it off the floor a little longer than he should. And that time, he got caught. 2:42 left, the Lakers on top.
Lakers basketball brought to you by Toyota. Moving forward. And by Jack in the Box, where we don't make it till you order it. Final 2:42 in Las Vegas for the Lakers up by 7. But the Kings get it back on another Lakers turnover. And that's really the only minus right now. 22 turnovers once again for the Lakers. Pau Gasol, steady start tonight. A very easy game for him. It came to him. 22 minutes, 5 shots, made 3 of them, hit all 6 of his free throws, 12 and 6. Couple of assists for the big man from Barcelona. And Kyle Gasol ended up a Memphis Grizzly because he was traded. He was actually selected by Atlanta and then went to Memphis in a deal for Shareef Abdur-Rahim. And unfortunately, because of injury, Shareef had to retire just over the last few weeks. But retiring as a Sacramento King, he is staying on, and he's going to help out that staff. So he's behind the bench tonight over there in a suit. And what a great experience for that young man.
Yeah, it's nice to see Shareef. Shareef's a real good guy. But again, it just shows you what time and injuries will do to you.
And freshman of the year, and Cal, 1 year in the Pac-10. And I remember it like it's yesterday when he just broke down and cried like a baby because he declared for the draft, but it was a tough decision. He didn't want to leave Cali. He enjoyed it so much there. Final 4 on the shot clock, and bail him out with a block. And free throws coming up. So right now, the Lakers putting the Kings to the free throw line, and that's the way they're getting back into the game.
And there's still a lot of time left. You know, the Lakers looking to get their first preseason win, but not playing defense without fouling and getting to the charity stripe. The Kings cutting into the lead.
14-6 now. Where Jason Thompson, the rookie, out of Ryder. Young man's got a lot of game. 2:21 left. 88-83.
See where the Lakers go with this unit that's on the floor to score. They better run their offense all the way.
Kobe Carl floats through. Nice step through against the bigger man.
That was not an easy shot.
90-83. Very effective move by Carl.
Well, he's got a bigger guy on him. He should be able to take him off the dribble, which he did.
Noel Felix just came into the game. And on the miss, Banga couldn't rally, so he was picked up. A gimme for Sheldon Williams. Back to 5, 90-85.
Puts the pressure back onto the Laker end of the offensive floor. See who's going to score.
Giles. Boy, can he elevate. Soft touch. C.J. Giles. He's been real emphatic. When he gets it, he doesn't take much time. 92-85. His first basket of the game. Young man out of Oregon State. Another foul on Heath. More free throws, stopping the clock with 1:25 to play.
You know, we talked about who was going to score a minute ago, and all of a sudden, Kobe Carl decides to take his man off the dribble. He made not an easy shot. I mean, he was hoping for a whistle. He didn't get that unless he got it from one of the young ladies in the stands.
(92-86). 19-22 at the free throw line. And Bobby Brown with 7 points, and 5 of those 7 coming right there at the stripe in 22 minutes of play. So a 5-point game. Good experience for the young guys. Heath in particular, and Crawford. Banga. Picked up by Thompson. Plenty of time for the Kings. Too much time. Well, Felix wanted Thompson, but he hit the deck.
Well, see, Thompson didn't get the memo that they painted the three-point line early this morning, so it's a little higher than the rest of the court. He came down and tripped right over it, face first into the floor.
Bad time for a turnover for Sacramento, trying to make the comeback.
Get out of that corner, boy. You dribble to a corner, you're asking for trouble.
11 left on the shot clock. 48.8 on the game clock. So the Lakers that far away from the first preseason win. It'll be Joe Crawford off the Banga pick. Opportunity for the Kings and Felix. Bobby Brown. And Sheldon Williams staying at home. Been effective around the rim tonight.
And the Lakers have to take another shot. So it's going to be a 3-point game here. Let's see what happens. The basket here could ice it.
Brandon Heath, a little hesitation. And Banga couldn't slam it home. C.J. Giles called for the foul. Free throws for Jason Thompson to make it a 1-point game with 24.3 to play.
So if you're the Lakers with only a 0.3 of a second differential in game and shot clock, do you make sure you force the Kings to foul by utilizing just about all of it, or will the Kings foul thinking that you're going to take it? and they'll have some time, if not much, to get a shot.
Well, Reggie Theus, as Thompson misses the first. Reggie Theus had already called over Bobby Brown to make a decision.
And
But
they're
that was
fouling.
before the miss.
Well, they're fouling
Yes.
now for sure.
There's no question. Try to get the steal to the inbound. You don't get to steal, your foul.
And he missed them both. Did he?
Yeah, didn't get the roll. Giles clears it out quickly.
Just get it across midcourt and play keep away.
Brandon Heath, though, as you mentioned earlier, he takes his hand under the ball and picks it up.
And there's a rhythm to everybody's dribble. And when you break that rhythm that much, that's what I call a discontinued dribble. The same thing is almost a carry, but not defined the same way, but very similar to the same thing. And, if they're going to clean up the hand checking defensively, then if I'm a defender, don't let them dribble the ball illegally either.
Now, free throws for the Lakers.
Bobby Brown.
That last foul, they still had a foul to give. So Joe Crawford, second-round pick out of Kentucky, going to the stripe, trying to ice it for the Lakers up by a 3 and make it a 5-point bulge with 18.5 seconds remaining. The Lakers right home on the charter tonight, and then a week of practice. They have an opportunity to assess things, reevaluate, and get ready for FC Barcelona on Saturday. And then the game on Sunday. And coaches love it. As Phil Jackson said, he enjoys practice at this time of the year. This is when they have an opportunity to really teach.
That's when they can actually have a practice. They have enough bodies to run 5-on-5. During the regular season, they don't have a lot of bodies or a lot of time to do anything with a real practice. So that's why it's so important. Another timeout? Don't you know the game over? I got a bowling tournament to get to.
Fresh out of college, Joe Crawford stepped to the line. Good experience. Hit both free throws in crunch time with 18.5 seconds left. So the regulars on the bench for some time now for the Lakers. And it was Crawford and Heath with Kobe Carl and Benga, along with C.J. Giles out there. Not much time in the second half. Kobe Bryant or Pau Gasol.
Good.
You said it. And the Lakers up by 5.
Let's see if they can play this possession without fouling. Because Sacramento is going to foul. If they score, they'll foul. If they don't score, they'll be able to run the clock. The game will end. It's up to the Lakers not to foul.
Former Washington Husky Bobby Jones in for the first time. It'll be Bobby Brown for 3. And Thompson kept it alive for Dante Green. Batting it around. And Joe Crawford will come down with it. And that will do it. The Lakers have their first win in the preseason. And it was the collective, especially the starters in the first half, the way they moved the basketball.
Well, it's a start, It's a start where they're showing some continuity as units, and that's what they have to do in the final 5 games of the preseason.
Let's head over now and join John Ireland. John?
Thanks, guys. I'm with Lamar Odom. You guys played better tonight than you did in the first 2 games. What was the difference?
I think we probably played better defense throughout the whole game. Again, you always want to do things well in the preseason, but you won't let 3 games determine how your season's going to end up.
Phil was just giving you the eye there. Was that the good eye or the bad eye?
He always give me the eye. That's like the fatherly eye. I'm like the prodigal son, you know what I'm saying? So.
You seem to find your groove a little bit tonight, too, and you're in the different spots you had on the floor. You feel better about the way you played?
Yeah, I mean, it'll keep getting better. Like in my 3rd game, we got 4 or 5 practices coming up. Next game, I expect to do better. It'll get better and better every game.
Thanks for stopping, Lamar.
No problem, brother.
That's Lamar Odom. Back to you guys.
Yeah, I like that eye. 9 boards for Lamar with 3 assists. Took only 2 shots, but definitely looked like what we are used to from Lamar.
And Lamar knows about Phil. Phil likes to just say things and do things to see how it's going to affect a certain player. Hopefully Lamar knows how to react, and I know he does.
So picking up for the Lakers, especially to see LO play that well tonight in Las Vegas. For Stu Lance, John Ireland, I'm Joel Myers. Thanks for joining us. Final score again, Lakers win it by 5, 94-89. Good night, everybody. We'll see you in LA over the weekend at Staples Center.